Good evening to everyone present here. So my so I am the first speaker of the team that supports online education is better than traditional education. So education is the most important part of our life. We learn many things through education that shape our career, shape our life, make our life better and easier to live. So there are many types of education, like traditional education, online education, and many more. So online education, this online education has more accessibility, more flexibility, and more resources than the traditional education. So firstly, let's talk about the accessibility. Traditional education usually requires us to be physically present in a classroom, but online education removes that limitation for us because we can just take education from anywhere, from our home, from a random person's home, from my friend's home, from the road. And then online education is very easy to understand and has much more flexibility because whenever a student studies, he needs to understand the complicated things very well. But in traditional classroom, when a teacher explains the complicated topic, usually most of the students don't even get what the topic is. But in case of online education, the classes are most of the time recorded or transcribed. So because of that, students can easily pause at the right time to learn the complicated terms even well. That's a plus point for online education. Now let's talk about resources. The resources in online education are almost infinite because there are many websites. You can use computers, mobile phones, even TV, laptop, tabs, tablets, etc. to take information from online. So it helps in your study very well. Traditional education is not useless, but online education has more advantages than traditional education.
Okay, maybe here's a
Sir,
question.
I have a question. You said about resources. So, if resources make education better, does having more resources automatically mean better understanding? Answer it in only yes or no.
No.
Okay.
Moving forward, before
Okay, time's up. Do you need extra 30 seconds or 1 minute?
yes, I need extra 30 seconds.
Okay, please. Given.
So, what makes this important? That students can pause at complicated parts of a recorded video and learn it very well. Not every student learn in exactly the same way and on the same speed. Online education gives students more control over their learning. It allows them to manage their time and revisit lessons whenever they need. That's why I want to say that online education is very strong and better than on traditional education.
Okay, thank you very much. We can give a big clap for him.
They have they can understand more better. I mean, they can understand better in traditional classrooms because they have face-to-face interaction with the teacher. But I want to say that online there are many resources. You can
Okay.
get it.
I mean,
There are
say-
many more teachers.
Okay.
Many more.
Listen, please.
Does that mean traditional education doesn't have any distraction? You talked about someone who didn't understand the topic. Teacher would notice him instantly. So if he's a good student, he will try to understand it through many resources. So does that mean online education is worse than traditional education in case of understanding? My question is my question is that why just stay why just go to school if you can stay at home and take education from global teachers that are well experienced and really good at the topics that we have to learn. Traditional education is good, but online education is better since it has more accessibility, resources, flexibility, etc. So before that, you said that online education has more distractions, but in case of traditional education, we all laugh out loud with our friends in the back of the class and talk all the time with our friends, because that's all we do in traditional class. There are more distraction in traditional class than online, because in when studying during an online class, you are not really that much distracted. You're just chilling and sitting on your desk and writing down whatever the teacher is saying. But in a traditional classroom, you are just talking with your friends because they are just beside you. You can talk whatever with them you want to. Then another point I want to say is, what about understanding better in traditional education? Yes, you can say you are right, but not in every term in in education. Only in practical term you can say that traditional education is better, but practical isn't the most important part in education, because you need theoretical things. Then there are animation and simulations in online education which are actually better in terms of learning than traditional education. Then social development, as I said, in in an online.
Your time's up. Do you need extra 30 seconds?
Yes, I do need extra.
Okay, please.
In an online classroom, you can't really build social development. But why do you have to stay home all day? Just do your online class and go outside, play with your friends, talk with your parents, your brother, etc. So now, online education has more flexibility, more accessibility, more resources. It saves our time. It saves our money, costs less money than most other people can even think. That's it. That's all I have to say.
Thank you very much. Please take